Hey everybody, just want to say before I get started on my review, Yes is on tour playing Fragile all the way through in its entirety plus classic cuts. So don't forget to check out their social media and their official website for tour dates and for ticket prices. So check it out. Today, let's take a journey into probably the most iconic and imaginative progressive rock album ever made, Fragile by the band Yes. This album was released in 1971. This album wasn't just music, it was a statement, a blueprint on how rock could evolve beyond blues riffs, beyond pop structures, into something more symphonic and more cosmic and boundless. By the time Fragile arrived, the band Yes had already shown flashes of brilliance, but this was the record where everything came together, where each member's virtuosity wasn't just shown off, but woven into greater seamless whole. One of the album's greatest triumphs is the introduction of Rick Wakeman on keyboards. Wakeman's arrival is monumental. His use of Moog synthesizers, the Mellotron, Hammond organ, and piano added layers of complexity and color that, lifted the band into new sonic territories. His touch is unmistakable on tracks like Roundabout, where those swirling, mystical keyboard lines dance around Steve's acoustic and electric guitar brilliance. And speaking of Roundabout, this track is perhaps the perfect summary of what Fragile represents. Intricate musical structures, soaring harmonies, dazzling musical skill, and the sense of otherworldly adventure. From the iconic, backward tape intro to the triumphant vocal harmonies led by John, this song is progressive rock distilled into the purest form. It feels like stepping into a fantasy realm where the sound and imagination are limitless. And in a delightful twist of history, Roundabout has been taken on a new life as an internet meme in the 21st century, thanks to the distinctive opening riff and sort of punchy intro. It became the soundtrack to countless to-be-continued freeze-frame memes across social media. A whole new generation discovered the magic of Yes, not through classic rock radio, but through the humor of internet culture. It's a rare that prog rock epic from 1971 finds it such a strange and wonderful afterlife, but Fragile proves it's timeless in the most unexpected ways. Beyond memes, the album's depth remains incredible. South Side of the Sky is dark, mysterious piece that shifts from heavy riff-driven rock, which I think it does have that sort of Rage Against the Machine bass sound. So that's just me pointing that out as a side note. Let's see, riff-driven rock to a haunting piano and vocal passage that feels like walking through a snowstorm. The lyrics hint at survival and transcendence, but like much of Anderson's writing, they're dreamlike and open-ended and a canvas for the listener's interpretation. Wow, I can't talk. Each member also got a personal spotlight. Chris is bass-driven. The Fish shows why he's one of the most melodic and influential bassists in rock history. And then you got Bill. 5% for Nothing is a brief but complex rhythmic puzzle. Howe's solo guitar piece, Move for a Day, is a gorgeous classical guitar miniature that reveals his virtuosity beyond electric pyrotechnic. But what really sets Fragile apart is its unity, how these individual showcase don't break the flow, but instead add texture to a larger sonic journey. The album structure, mixing full band epics with solo pieces, reflects the spirit of exploration and individual expression without losing sight of the group's collective purpose. Lyrically and thematically, Fragile explores human consciousness, nature, and the fragility of existence itself. John Anderson's voice, high, clear, and angelic, becomes an instrument of its own, carrying messages of wonder and spiritual searching, even when the words seem abstract and elusive. Musically, the album was so groundbreaking. Yes, fused rock, classical, jazz, folk elements with cutting-edge studio techniques. The production quality was rich and textured, revealing new details with every listen, a hallmark of great progressive rock. In short, Fragile wasn't just an album, it was a bold artistic leap. It opened the doors for future progressive rock masterpieces, not just from Yes with Close to the Edge, but from the entire genre. Bands like Rush, Genesis, King Crimson took cues from this record's ambition and musical daring. Even decades later, Fragile feels alive, timeless, and yes, fragile in its beauty, like a carefully crafted glass sculpture balancing technical brilliance with emotional resonance. And thanks to the internet memes, it continues to surprise and entertain, finding new audiences in the most unexpected corners of pop culture. To listen to Fragile is to hear the sound of rock music dreaming of an infinite and for a moment touching it. So if you haven't listened to this album, do check it out. Let me know what you think. Again, Yes is on tour this year. They're going to be playing all of Fragile and some classic cuts. So again, follow them on social media. Check out their website for ticket prices and tour dates. I would love and hope to go, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, if you haven't, dude, check this album out. You're going to love it.